Hello, I'm Shane Clements and I want to welcome you to this session of Learning to Relax and Reduce Stress. In this recording, you'll be learning techniques to help you learn better ways to relax, to learn how to reduce stress, and to learn how to release the tensions that we often get in just going through our daily activities. So please find a comfortable place to sit or to lie, and remember never to listen to this type or any other type of relaxation or hypnosis recording while driving or operating machinery. Make sure to turn off all notification sounds on your phone and social media, and put away anything that could cause distractions during these next few moments as we learn to relax and reduce stress. Now, if you're in your comfortable spot, we can begin. Allow your arms to rest on your thighs or on the armrest of the chair, and cross your legs. Now scan your body and see where you may be carrying the tension and the stress of the day, and simply allow those muscles to relax and let go of that tension. And if at any time during our session you need to adjust for comfort, or swallow, or even scratch an itch, that's perfectly okay. Those things won't disturb you, but by doing those things it will, in fact, allow you to become even more comfortable and to enjoy this session even more. And of course, if there is any noise outside of this room, or even inside of this room, like a car passing, a plane going over, a phone ringing, or someone knocking, those things won't demand your attention either. In fact, you'll experience them as they are, simply the sounds of the world around you in this moment, helping you to recognize that you are in exactly the right place, doing exactly the right thing, and learning exactly what's most important to you. So begin the session by bringing your attention to the far wall in the room where you are, and focus on a spot. Maybe it's a nail, or a flake of paint, or perhaps a light switch, or the corner of a picture. Bring all of your attention to that spot and fixate your gaze or your vision on that one point. Essentially stare at it for a moment. Now, even if something else in the room should capture your attention, continue to focus on that spot, staying fixated on that spot for a couple of more minutes. This is really learning number one, that no matter what else we are experiencing, or seeing, or feeling, we can choose where to place our attention. In this case, a spot on the far wall. Now, anytime you stare at a specific spot for any long period of time, the eyes become a little bit tired. You may have heard an old Hollywood hypnotist in the movies use the phrase, "Your eyes are getting sleepy." It's not because hypnosis produces sleep, but because fixating the eye on any particular place for a given period of time, the eyes become tired. And so by now you may have noticed that the spot may have changed a bit, either by becoming sharper, clearer, as everything else fades into the background, or perhaps you found it has become hazy and fuzzy, even harder to see, even moving in and out of your field of vision Either way is fine. Perhaps it simply stayed the same as when you began to focus your attention, and that's okay too. But the one thing that you certainly will notice is that if you close your eyes down now, it feels really good to simply let those eyes shut completely. You will also notice that even though the eyes are closed, that you can still focus your attention on that spot on the wall. It's almost as if you have X-ray vision. It's really remarkable how we can choose where we place our attention or our focus. You can even bring your awareness from that spot on the wall all the way into your mind's eye. That part of the mind where intuition and where creativity lie, and where learning takes place. Shift your awareness from that point on the far wall as if you were moving inside of your mind's eye and into that part of the mind that's creative and enjoys learning and experiencing new things. Because that's really what hypnosis is. Something that we can learn, something that we can experience, and something that can benefit us in many different ways. Again, focus on the body and where that you're carrying any of the obvious tension of the day. Again, let that tension go. Now, you can even relax the little tiny muscles of the brow and the eyelids. You can even unclench the jaw as you relax the muscles of your face. Let relaxation extend through the back of the head, and down the neck, and into the shoulders. You can even let the shoulders drop a bit as you relax. If you're sitting in a chair, you'll probably find that letting the chin fall a bit toward the chest helps you to relax even farther. Extending the sensation of physical relaxation across the shoulders and upper arms as you continue to breathe in and breathe out. We're going to focus for a moment on creating a state of physical calm or physical relaxation. In fact, we're really going to learn the difference between tension and relaxation. So as the muscles of your back and your shoulders and your arms relax, go ahead and extend that relaxation into the forearms and wrists and into your hands and even into the tiny little muscles in your fingers as they relax. As they relax on the armrest of the chair, or on your lap, or down by your side. Now notice how good it feels to let even the tiny muscles of the fingers relax. Now what I would like for you to do is to take your hands, both your right hand and your left hand, and while you continue to relax, continue to let your body relax. Now I want you to ball your hands into a fist. Fold your fingers into your palms and make a fist with both of your hands, and notice the feeling of tension as you do that. I don't want you to hold them so tightly that you feel pain, but I want you to really notice the sensation of muscular tension in the fingers and the palms of the hand. The back of the hand and the wrists as you hold those fists tightly and hold that tension for a moment. And noticing what tension feels like, now relax. Just slowly open the fingers a little bit, relaxing the muscles of the fingers. Extend those fingers completely as you rest your hands on the chair, or on your lap, or down by your side. And notice that tingling sensation of relaxation. Noting the difference between tension and relaxation. It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? Now go ahead and tense those hands up again. And make a fist again with both your hands. And bring your fingers into your palms. Pressing those fingers in tight. Creating a sense of tension in those hands. Hold that tension and notice what tension feels like. And now relax. Relax again, opening the hand, opening the fingers all the way, and rest there on your lap or on the armrest of the chair or down by your side. And notice that this time you relax the muscles. The feeling of relaxation doubled. The feeling of relaxation in the fingers doubled. Noting a difference between tension and relaxation. And so continue to relax by relaxing the muscles of the back and the muscles of the belly, and the muscles of the buttocks, and the muscles of the thighs. As you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in a state of calm and exhale relaxation, letting the muscles of the calves and the shins relax and extending that feeling of relaxation even into the little tiny muscles of the feet. You're doing perfect. In fact, at this point, you may have even noticed that while your body has relaxed, your mind continues to wander and think and drift. And that's okay, because in a moment we'll get to a point where we relax the mind as well. But right now, pay attention to this moment and become an observer of the breath. We've been breathing since the first day of life, and we'll continue to breathe until the last day of life. And we do it often without ever paying attention to the breath. So note what it feels like to follow the breath as it enters the nostrils, travels down the airway, down into the lungs, down deep in the lungs until it becomes an exhale. It really is amazing, isn't it? Bringing oxygen to the lungs and to every cell of the body as you continue to breathe in and breathe out throughout the rest of the session. If you note any sensations, or if you note any feelings or notice any thoughts, rather than following them, simply use that as an indicator that it's time to bring the attention back to the breath and to be mindful rather than distracted or mindless. And as you continue to breathe in and breathe out, bring your attention back to your hands. And as your hands rest on the armrest of your chair, or in your lap, or down by your side, notice the heavy sensation. The feeling of relaxation creates, and say to yourself, my hands are heavy. My hands are heavy. My hands are heavy. And let those hands be relaxed. Now think of the word warmth. Warm like that which might come from the sun, or warm like that which might come from inside the body. And say to yourself, My hands are warm. My hands are warm. My hands are warm. And let your hands be both warm and heavy, noticing the sensation of the warmth in those hands. You can even say to yourself, my hands are warm and heavy. My hands are warm and heavy. My hands are warm and heavy. Notice how easy it is to create from within a sense of both warmth and heaviness. Recognizing that if you can create a sense of warmth and heaviness in the hands or in the feet, you can create really any sensation in the body or in the mind or in our spirit. And you can observe the breath. Notice that the breath has become smooth and rhythmic. Without any effort, the heart rate has become calm and regular. Calm and regular. Bring your attention to the feet and say to yourself, my feet are warm and heavy. My feet are warm and heavy. My feet are warm and heavy. And let those feet be warm and heavy, just as your hands have been warm and heavy. And allow yourself to relax even deeper, deeper into a resource state. Now, using the creative part of the mind, imagine that you are in a wonderful place. Perhaps a wonderful place that you have been to before, or a wonderful place that you imagine going to someday, or even a mystical place of your own creation. But imagine you're outside on a perfect day in this place, underneath a clear blue sky. And as you gaze up into the sky, notice a single white, fluffy cloud. As it lazily and leisurely begins to move across the sky. And with the creative part of your mind, simply follow that perfect white cloud as it moves off into the horizon, becoming smaller and smaller. And you'll notice as it becomes smaller and smaller, as it moves off into the distance, it becomes even easier to set aside any distractions from our past, to set aside any regrets of our previous experiences or fears of the future, and to simply focus on this moment now, to letting go absolutely, letting that single white puffy cloud carry off any remaining stress and tension as it eventually disappears off into the horizon. And as you breathe in and breathe out, that point when you realize that single white puffy cloud has disappeared off into the horizon is that point we call the resource state of hypnosis. You're doing a great job in this induction. You're learning and practicing the strategies of effective stress reduction and tension release. And so continue to enjoy this experience that you've created. Not only relaxing, but also recharging and learning and allowing your higher self to experience a sense of satisfaction and confidence now. Knowing what you've practiced today can benefit you for a lifetime, as well as those that you share it with. Now in a couple of moments I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I do, and as I do, allow yourself to become energized and aware of the room surrounding you, and aware of the chair under you. Be aware of my voice and of the experience you just created, and how exciting it is to not only learn something new, but to experience something new as well. And so with the next breath, 1, let oxygen fill your lungs, and let that oxygen travel through every cell of the body, bringing energy and awareness. 2, committing to a daily practice to enter this resource state each and every day, to benefit from these learnings, feeling energized, stretching out any muscles that need to be stretched, and ready in a moment when I count to 3 to open the eyes, feeling fantastic and ready for the rest of the day. 3, opening the eyes and ready now for the rest of the day.